For some reason, that's it. Okay, let's try this one more time. G'day, mates. Cool Croc here. Now you're probably wondering, why is Black Rhino Ranger not here? Well, let's just say I have a very special surprise for him. In exactly 1 month from today, it's gonna be his 31st birthday, and I'm planning a special surprise, but I'll need your help for it. I've already set up an idea for the party, but I'll need you to help me get him out of the house for a bit so I can surprise him with a party. Now, don't mind me if the video's a bit buffering, the connection's a bit off for me where I am, but aside from that, you should probably be able to, give me any requests. So here's how it's gonna do. I'm gonna be storyboarding, and it's gonna be a multi-choice type of thing. So you can ask, so you can ask me. So for example, here's the prologue with me, Cool Croc, asking Black Rhino Ranger, what should we do today? Should we first go on the computer to check your emails, check what you want for breakfast, or just walk in the yard for a bit? And you have the choice of either the computer, buffet, and yard. But before we have the choice, I need you to help me insert a character here to do something. For example, Black Rhino Ranger may be looking for some emails, but he might get a little bit surprised if anybody's gonna wish him a happy birthday. I don't want to let him know it's his birthday yet. I want it to be a surprise. So pretend you say something else, and if anybody has any birthday emails, they will be hacked. So, but I'll need a hacker for that. So who's gonna hack into it? And one more thing, fellas, the Superchat system is available, but only off screen will Black Rhino Ranger be joining them. I just want to focus on free requests and simple requests. So characters have to be very simple. For this one. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, okay, that's a good one. A tarantula. And if you have nothing to request, just ask me any question. And if Black Rhino Ranger were to answer in, I'll tell him to answer any questions, and okay. But you must not tell him happy birthday. You have to just distract him with a random question. Hey, mates. Cool Croc here. Oh, there's a bit of an echo. Oh, sorry about that. You should be off by now. Okay, fellas, we got, and, better make sure, she's hacking them. These waves, these, computer waves hacking, and then, yeah, see, Black Rhino Ranger, see. Oh, thanks, mate. So off screen, I gotta do Megumi as some Pokemon, Nasty Nork as an Ember Dingadala, so... yes. What is your reaction if they get an official Bandicoot Pokemon? I think Black Rhino Ranger might be kind of surprised. He is hoping for a Komodo Dragon Pokemon. Okay, that's the hacking done. Now, if you were to choose breakfast instead, let's see, we gotta insert chef and dish. All you gotta do is say, who's got the best cook? And which one do you think is gonna be the best cook? Who's gonna cook the best breakfast for Black Rhino Ranger? You can decide which type of breakfast you want, too. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, Black Rhino Ranger, what are you doing here? I just came here to check by, that's all. Oh, look, there's a question for you. Okay. Have you ever watched Astro Boy? I've heard of him. Yes, I have heard of him, and my mom used to watch a bit of him. I remember the creator had a bit of a impact. And, so yeah, I remember him. I saw the 2009 animated CGI film. Whether it was good or not, I'm not sure, but it was there. Maybe I should take a look at the anime someday. I did used to wear an Astro Boy shirt at one point. That's about it, really. That's all I know about Astro Boy. Anyways, what was that again? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I remember this, Okay, that's nice now, but, there's something you need to check in... Do you think there's something you need to check in the refrigerator? See if any milk has gone bad or anything? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, he's gone now, so, let's see what you got, what else you got. Okay, we got this, very common... See, I wonder what that would taste like. What, I'm a crocodile, I'll eat anything. Okay, so, thank you, Crunchy Mations Official. Let's see, Scissors from Rock, Paper, Scissors, and Gracie from Who Framed Roger Rabbit making a Red Full infested pie. Oh, is it because we missed we missed Pie Day? Sorry about that, mates. We were too busy with a lot of things, like trying to finish off Black Rhino Ranger's Total Drama Girls Request Challenge. At least I gave some pie to Mr. Denzel Crocker. You know, Timmy's teacher who says in every March during his quote-unquote special day, where it was supposed to be Denzel Crocker Day, but then apparently something bad really happened to him in the exact date in 1972. Next week's the anniversary of Harvey Beaks. Oh yes, I have heard about him. It's a shame that the guy wasn't too happy with the fact that his show got prematurely canceled and everything was shifted into Netflix. I mean Nicktoons. Jormags for the yard scene. But this is a page request. I'm not sure if I... Fine. I told you to make it all off screen. But do you really want me to have it part of the main stream, fellas? I'm not sure if I can do Megs. I'll try. I'll try. Now, for anybody who is offended by this type of accent, I deeply apologize. I based this accent on Dingo Dial during the old Crash Bandicoot days. You say you want to give it a English breakfast. Okay, here's some eggs, here's some beans, here's some sausage. I think I should add in some black pudding as well. Now he's not really big on tomatoes, but won't be an exception. And although he's mostly on a keto diet, I'll allow a bit of toast. There we go, fellas. Black Rhino Ranger's got some English breakfast. Bon appetit. Hope I can control myself, because I can be really hungry at the sight of that. Okay, in the next spot, it's a yard. Like I said, Black Rhino Ranger has a really, really big yard. So, for this occasion, it's a two-part request. You can ask me for a jogger, and you can ask me for a park animal of any kind. Can be a little squirrel, can be a little birdie, can be a little shrew, because we got a lot of that in our yard. Well, somebody else is already giving me a page request to do, so I kind of have no choice. I'm surprised to see you still around. I remember your animations as a kid. Thank you, but thank Black Rhino Ranger for that. I like the Australian accent too. It reminds me a lot of Sniper from Team Fortress 2. Unfortunately, there are some people who thought the accent is a bit too exaggerated. A lot of people complain that, a lot of Aussies complain that the accent is either too, or they're not saying the Australian slangs enough. Black Rhino Ranger has been to Australia a few times. Once in 2003, his relatives lived there, and another time in 2017. We were visiting a zoo. A relative of his even married to an Australian, and we attended one of their weddings in Thailand. Sorry to make a... Okay, so, you see to... let me just see. Yeah, to make it off screen. Okay, thank you for that, but, yeah, I keep forgetting if, Megs is a vampire or... I have relatives who live in Australia as well. I'll say good day mates to them, if they're okay with that. But sadly, I never met them because they are with my dad. My dad is an illegal immigrant in Macedonia? Or Macedonia? Illegal immigrant. I hope your family is safe. I mean, I know some people in my life who are also illegal immigrants. But we are doing our best to help with that. Yeah, your off-screen. I remember your off-screen request. It's the scissors and greasy thing, but the Bob's Burger one is they want us to do it now. Yeah, the funny thing about Megs is that she used to be when Black Rhino Ranger first heard her, he thought, well, sounded a lot like Applejack from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, even though it's not the same voice actors. It wasn't Ashley Bull. It was one of the voice actors for Wendy Testerberger from South Park. She's one of the April Stewart is one of the voice actors, but there are others as well. In fact, their first voice actress was Mary Kay Bergman, who unfortunately passed away because she had a lot of mental issues, let's say. Yes, Eliza J. Schneider. One of the few people named Schneider that I'm okay with. Whenever somebody mentions Dan Schneider or Rob Schneider, it's a bit of bad news. Let's just say with Rob Schneider, his role as a polar bear is looking good compared to what he is in real life. Yep. Yep, and I think his legacy kind of tainted the live-action Nickelodeon legacy for a bit. Hope Nickelodeon is can pick themselves back up after what has happened with him and how he has been exposed. And I really hope the kids back then are safe now. Not as much as John Kay or Kyle Carosa or Justin Roiland, yeah, but it's still unsettling. Still unsettling. John Lasseter is a tamer compared to him. He's got his problems too, but yeesh. Anyways, I was supposed to draw some little animals. What little animal do you want me to draw for the next part? There we go, fellas. We have Megs jogging and a very small Yeba eating some breadcrumbs. Feed her bread. It's your choice to... or not. Sorry for what I did the last time we met. I lost my DeviantArt account. Okay? Do I know you from somewhere? I think I might remember. But for now, okay, so once these choices are out, I was thinking, if any of you choose the computer, breakfast, or yacht, I may be thinking of taking Black Rhino Ranger to a place of sightseeing. So you have 3 options. It's either the zoo, the museum, or the theater. Now, for the zoo part, can you help me find a zookeeper and a random animal? Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm a crocodile and Black Rhino Ranger is a rhinoceros, so why on earth would we be viewing an animal in an enclosed enclosure? Well, Minnie Mouse is afraid of a little mouse in her kitchen, and Donald Duck has shown to be eating some duck, and Goofy, well, if you look at Goofy and Pluto, you'd be wondering, it's complicated. But, well, we just like to, heck, in Cowboys on Moon Mesa, there are some Mantro cows, and there are some regular-looking cows, too. It's all very, very strange. Huh. Who's Mrs. Chang? Who's Mrs. Chang? Which franchise is she from? Is she from Bob's Burgers? Is she Becca Chang from the Casa Grandes? In robot form or in insect mode? Okay, would the bug be in robot mode or rhinoceros beetle mode? Okay. You see. I just hope they don't eat our house. Apparently they have a taste for eating one's house. Kinda like termites. And I remember they once, I heard these little buggers used to first land on the island of Bali, or Bali. It's where, in fact, Black Rhino Ranger used to go to Bali at one point. And it was a bit of a taste of Indonesian culture. In fact, Black Rhino Ranger is of Indonesian descent. But it's kind of weird that Transformers mentions it as Bali instead of Bali. Do you guys say Bali or do you guys say Bali? You know, El Chavlo? I think I've heard of that franchise before, but I never seen it. And I don't think Black Rhino Ranger has either. Thought it was Hey, did you happen to know both the live action and the animated one, El Chavo del 8? I have not seen that. I haven't heard of it. I might have heard the animated one, but I wasn't aware of the live action one. Okay. So there's some things in my memory that I'm not sure if I went a little bit over the top. Maybe Black Rhino Ranger was a bit grieving at the time. Hi there, Christian TV 2023 cartoons. It's an old show and it's all in Spanish. Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy. Oh, here he is again. There's a new lizards again. Will you open the super thanks system? Super thanks again. I'm not sure. I still got some things to fix in my place. So, I'm still got some real life stuff to take care of before I make that an actuality. Before I'm ready to open my super thanks system. And, what was that other one again? Have you seen the trailer for the Night of the Zoo Apocalypse? I have not, apparently. What was that guys again? I remember somebody once asked, And, oh look, do you need to make yourself some coffee? Okay. I'll be right back. Yeah, there. Okay, so back to where we was. All I want. Sorry. Something. Whenever I draw this character or any other character from this franchise, that song pops in my head. The piggyback song. The piggyback. Where'd you take me? Piggyback. Piggyback. Move over, World Tour. This Venture Camp's got some super catchy songs. The live-action El Chavo was my mom's childhood. Okay. Okay, he's a zoo. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to make him a zookeeper. So I'll just include a little animal symbol over here, so just to make sure you know that he's a zookeeper. Even boy that drive me crazy is catchy. I understand that too. Boy that drive me crazy, da 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 da. Or no. Also, no matter how hard we try. Okay, okay, the tour guide. All right, I think that one I can do. Let me just do this first. A statue of Sir Pretentious? Okay. Let's see here. Any other questions while I'm drawing? Okay, I need to do a better job on the rake. It has to be really big in order to scoop up the poop. You know, you have never know how big one can leave a massive dump on the in the middle of the cage, and some animals really don't like to have a stinky exhibit. Hey, buddy. New question for you, buddy. Okay, what's your favorite Family Guy song? Huh, that's a good question. There's a lot of good examples. There's the one where they talk about censorship, or the I don't know if this is offensive, but the Down Syndrome Girl, something like that song. Seth MacFarlane is a really good singer. I mean, if he can sing if that's one thing he's really constantly good at, it's singing. He may not be constantly good at making great animated content. In fact, he really feels like he really thinks Family Guy has overstayed his welcome, but I don't think he has any power to cancel it. It's all depending on Fox, but he is an amazing, talented, not just voice actor, but also singer. Able to. I also like Seth MacFarlane more than Dan Snyder. Sure, he may have said some bad things about 9/11, but especially since he nearly missed the flight on that part. And aside from that, though, nothing really that horrendous is about him. I mean, he may have said some wrong things, but that's the thing. He just may have said some wrong things. Gilbert Gottfried also said some wrong things too, like the one where he had a 9/11 joke, and then he was starting to lose the audience. In fact, somebody yelled out, "Too soon!" Then he's had to tell the aristocrats that's joke to win the audience back. And it's like, and then of course there's the Affleck thing where he says something about he joked about the tsunamis of Tokyo, that he got dismissed as the voice of Affleck. Yeah, it's yeah, some, like I said, Seth MacFarlane may have said some bad things about things, but I do think he is a lot better than some of the other creators, especially Justin Roiland, Dan Schneider, Chris Savino, John Crispolucci, and many, many more. You want to see what's on the television, mate? Okay. Okay, he's gone. So, here it is. It's Tom from Dispenser Camp and Bombshell from G1 Transformers as the zookeeper and the animal. I don't think Black Rhino Ranger has, but he does own a few IW pot. Well, what's this? YKW for the acting part. Cat Fox acting as Richard Tyler. It's another page master request. I'll do that later, but for now I want to do the museum part. Writing on Jeremy who is flying off screen. Okay. You know what? You know. Who do I? Okay. What am I? Wait. Who's you know what? Who's you know what? I forget. Can I have a real refresher? Sometimes I forget. You know what? Okay. First, we need a tour guide. And we need a museum display. It can be any type of display. There's a statue of Liberty, a dinosaur, a statue of a character of your favorite, anything. Alright, that's okay, that's a new one. Don't no, it doesn't seem to show up around. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure. I think that one's a little too complicated, mate. I'm not sure I can do this one. Sorry, it's a bit too much. I don't think we have enough time to draw a complete skeleton of a Tyrantrum. It's too much. I can only do a simple dinosaur bone, like a regular T-Rex or a regular Triceratops, or I can just draw Tyrantum as it is. How's about that? Okay, let's see. What was it again? Oh gosh, it's I heard there's a new documentary about how a Goofy movie is made coming soon, and a perfect opportunity to do for a Goofy themed request. Oh, I loved Goofy movie back when it came out. Me too, and Black Rhino Rangers too. It was something that clicked with a lot of kids of the 90s or early 2000s. I'm just out of curiosity, though, if this was made today, would we cringe, or would we, if we just look at it as a nostalgic thing? Just out of curiosity, since this was something made in the 90s, if it was made today, would it be seen as cringe, or within 2030 or 2040, we look at it as a bit of a nice time capsule? Extreme Goofy movie came out on a leap year. I remember that. I'm just curious, if since a leap year only happens once every 4 years, would his 20th anniversary technically count as a fifth anniversary? And last year, on its 24th anniversary, wouldn't it be more of a 6th anniversary? I'm just saying, mates. There we go, we got Goofy, and now let's get that statue out of the way. And one more thing, mates. Sadly, here we are in 2025. That idea would be outdated, or who knows if Disney would do it. And one more thing, fellas. Most of the roles you chose, since this thing is just a storyboard and things are going to be animated later on, the roles will be most of these roles will be silent. But if I want to, if I can, I may ask some of you to voice at least one or two roles, if I need some voice requests, if possible, for any of these characters. Just a minute. I want to bring back Black Rhino Ranger for a minute. Hey there, mate. Hey there, buddy. What is it you want me to do? Can you do a good Goofy impression? Can you do a good Goofy impression? Okay, I'll see if I can try. Yeah, gosh. These heartless guys. Do you need a break from our living? Do you long to shed your weary load? Let me know, fellas. Do you think this is a good Goofy impression? Or do you think maybe you guys can do a good Goofy impression? Yeah. That was good. Pretty good impression. Not too bad. Thanks, guys. What is it you want? Why exactly do you want me to do this again? Oh, nothing. I'm just curious how great of an impressionist you are. Okay. Now, running along now, I've got paperwork to fill out. Okay. I thought you hated doing paperwork. Yeah, I thought about trying to do some for today as an exchange. Okay, but let me know if you need any help with that. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm sure Black Rhino Ranger can give some with Black Rhino Ranger's impression. I'm sure he can give Goofy some good lines. You rejected the first time my voice actor saying it was too quiet. Sometimes your voice either fitted or your voice doesn't fit. It's survival of the fittest. If not every audition it's a point of audition. Sometimes you have to you get the job, you get the parts, or you don't. That's how voice acting happens. I mean, that's how voice actors do so. They audition. If they get the part, then they get the parts. I mean, Gary Chalk originally auditioned to play for Rat Trap, but instead he got the role of Optimus Primal in Beast Wars, and Rat Trap eventually went with Scott McNeil. Peter Kalamis originally auditioned to voice all three of the Eds. He originally auditioned to voice either Ed, Double D, or Eddie. Of course, those roles would be given to Matt Hill, Samuel Vincent, and Tony Sampson. And luckily for Peter Kalamis, he would play an additional extra character, one that you probably like, probably more than the Eds, besides the Eds, Rolf. Would you rather watch Problem Solvers or Secret Mount Fort Awesome? Probably Secret Mount Fort Awesome. I heard it's got even better effects, and I think it's got better animation, even if it is a bit trippy. But Problem Solvers, I'm not sure. Oh, I think I might have to wear some dark glasses for that, like sunglasses, in order to watch it. Alright, so where's that theater? Where's that theater one? I remember somebody doing a theater one. Okay, so you know what is Wait a minute, I think I remember what you know what. Wasn't that from Yahoo! Okay, so I'm supposed to do a what scene over here, but I've forgotten what was for that part. Wait, let me just look up a little something. Maybe Do you know about the you know what is only because you opt for the super chat in this live stream? I forgot. I have no idea what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm afraid sorry fellas, I think I'm gonna have to I'm just gonna you know what, I'm just gonna draw the Richard Tyler, Fox Franklin thing, but I'm just gonna have him randomly act as something because I really have no idea what you're referring to. I just don't. I'm sorry. Wait, I seem to have forgotten. Now I remember Franklin. Um. Please stand by. Okay. I used to watch that show too. I remember Franklin. So I'm just, So, any other additional questions? You can always bring back Black Rhino Ranger for any more. Or I can be the one to respond to any. Black Rhino Ranger is scared of killer clowns from outer space. Is Black Rhino Ranger... killer clowns from outer space? I'll have to ask him on that. Are you scared of killer clowns from outer space, mate? No. Okay, there's one more question for you. Okay, of Disventure Camp Pass, which one's your favorite? If you're talking about the pilot, the original Total Drama Adventure version of Disventure Camp, where where it was originally supposed to be a Total Drama continuation, but then they got sued by Fresh TV. Then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Gabby. I don't know. There's something about her that screams delight. Gabby is so cheerful. She's very energetic, and she's very happy. You could say she's a little happy-go-lucky and stuff. And she's a social butterfly, and she reminds me a little bit of Star Butterfly in a sense. She's very eccentric, and she also helps. She also tries to help others, especially the love of her life, Ellie. That's it, the cast. So, thanks for the question. I better be off because, I got some stuff to do. Okay, thank you for that. So, sorry about the you-know-what problem thing, but here's Franklin with, Richard Tyler. Wait, I think I forgot something. I think I forgot the pants. Can I not have the shoes? I think it kind of ruins the image if I give him shoes, because he's a. Now I feel like some animals don't need pants. In fact, they say you don't need pants for the victory dance. I don't think that came out right. Wait, have to be long. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. So, what do you think about Shrek's grown-up daughter, Felicia? I think she has potential. You can tell there's a lot of potential stories one can tell with kids being all grown up and stuff. Sure, it doesn't always mean good stories. I mean, Ice Age, Collision, Continental Drift, and Collision Course have a kid grow up, but she didn't really do much for the story and stuff. It kind of made the story a bit too overcrowded and a little convoluted, let's say. Not the worst I've seen, but yeah, it's a sign that Ice Age is better off not making any more. Okay, thank you. Next up is Jacket from Incredibox with Toasty from Classic Spyro. That sheep's disguised as a scarecrow. Okay. It's wait, I think I there we go, fellas. We have Franklin for doing a performance on stage. And here I am, Black Rhino Ranger and Cool Croc here, and let's just say theaters aren't really my thing, but Black Rhino Ranger does love theaters. He went to see the original West End version of Wicked, believe it or not. Spoilers, we won't say anything about it, okay? Okay, so that one is taken care of with the sightseeing stuff. So after that, I thought maybe Black Rhino Ranger could go to a place of relaxation. It's either the beach, the spa, or the cruise. Now as for the beach, now this is my favorite part. All you gotta do is ask me to draw a beach babe. Or just a regular beachgoer if the beach babe makes you a little bit uncomfortable. Well, just anybody will do, actually. It doesn't have to be a female. It can also be a male or an NB, too. I'll allow anybody. Wait, let me just double check on that part. Hey, what are you talking about? They can be attractive if you like. Wait, just a minute. I just thought of some. I just thought of a little something. I don't. Yeah, sure. Black Rhino Ranger may, his mascot actually may not be so great. Maybe not be so thing with the ladies. I mean, he's a bit shy amongst some ladies, but I'm open. See, now I'm curious though, what's she doing out in the open? Isn't she supposed to be, being a superstar in the underworld or something? I wonder what caused her to be, on the surface. Is she looking for some, mayonnaise? Isn't that what these she-devils do? Their succubuses look for some mayonnaise. If you know what I mean. I don't think I'm doing that right. No, fellas, I think I need to redo this part. I don't think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I can see why a lot of people have a bit of an issue with some of the designs of the characters, but I thought they're fine. I thought they were very attractive. A little time-consuming, but still very pretty. Why is she looking for some mayonnaise? Because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say. Hey, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the actual correct term for you know what the white stuff. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I wish I could. I wish it was, but sadly it ain't. And horseradish ain't as mayonnaise either, sadly. Oh, now I see. Oh my. See what I mean there? In fact, some singers actually try to say metaphors of, you know what, it's like, did you know the song Pour Some Sugar on Me is a kind of a metaphor for, you know what? Yeah, maybe it's a little too big, yeah, it's better. Oh, I got another one. Thank you for that, as Heather from Todo Drama, the original design. Okay, I'll do all those off screen. Now, I wonder what she's doing out in the open. Now, I might need to fix on the design of the surfboard later. Maybe, yeah, I think I need to, and usually imagine beach babes as mermaids. I understand, but, I'm not sure if mermaids, exist in, the world of hell of a boss or has-been hotel, and even so, they would probably be the type that eats you. Like they lure you to your deaths. That's how the sea, that's how the sea the sailors get to meet their demise. They see a beautiful lady, and then they either get eaten or they get their boats destroyed. How do you feel if Rollerball became a giantess? The answer is already there, mate. There's an answer to that in the Skylander Superchargers video game. Hey, no, really, the Skylander Superchargers video game allows literally anybody to transform into a giant, thanks to that Monster Siles level. Oh. That thanks to that popcorn thingy, you have the ability to become big. In fact, Black Rhino Ranger has made a gigantic video showcasing every single female Skylander at that released during Superchargers in that size, including Rollerball, and she became a Supercharger. There we go, fellas. We have, wait. I didn't finish the hair. This is not good. You must finish the hair for some people. And also, you gotta also have her wave. Have a seductive wave. I hope I'm okay with the, I hope I'm okay with the the guidelines for what I'm saying. You never know how sensitive the YouTube guidelines, the algorithm can be like. Oh dear, I think she's a little too big. Let me first let me give her some wings. Now, normally when Black Rhino Ranger and I are not really much of a potty mouth, but sometimes we do enjoy a bit of raunchy humor every once in a while. And even if a song is a little bit explicit, we just try and sing the censored versions, or we make up our own censored versions. Demonetization beam. Uh-oh. Okay, so next up is a bit of a spa. So here we are, just relaxing a bit. I got the little pickles on my eyes. So who's the massager? Who's the lucky one who gets to massage Black Rhino Ranger? I'm afraid, wax on, wax off. I wasn't expecting the Karate Kid. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Who's Roxanne Wolf? Well, if I don't know her. Oh, that thing from Five Nights at Freddy's. He's kind of creepy. Yeah, okay, and it's, alright. I bet she's got. I heard this woman's got a lot of occupations besides being a very attractive singer. In fact, have you seen the shorts? The shorts where Roger Rabbit was trying to take care of the baby, and when she appears, she has a lot of different appearances, so to speak. She has a bit of job. She was a park ranger at one point. So let me just increase her height a little bit. I remember those Roger Rabbit shows. My favorite was the Roller Coaster Rabbit. Now if you're wondering, this is precisely why I got the eye pickle thing open, because Black Rhino Ranger, you certainly are very lucky. Yeah, she was also a nurse. Okay, next up is the cruise, and it's basically we're just relaxing on a boat, a big boat. And don't worry, it's not the type of boat that sank back in 1912. This one is called the RMS Gigantic. It's completely different. It's not anybody who's a butler serving any drink. Does he serve a sedative or a stimulant? For those who don't know, sedative makes you slow, but stimulants make you fast. A stimulant example is a Coca-Cola, while a sedative is something like cider. I don't suppose there's an option to make the ice so cold and stuff when I suppose you don't have. There's an option for those lasers to transform into freeze eyes. Freeze. Does it have to be a male? Can be literally anybody, but I think I've drawn plenty of ladies. Yeah, give some of the men a bit of a chance. Now, sometimes we try to do some gender equality, but other times most people vote for more men and less women, sadly. We're still living in a time where men dominate most of media, sometimes even the world. Even though there's plenty of things that ladies have accomplished even in the past, like Ada Lovelace, the first computing person in the world was a woman. Mary Shelley, the writer of Frankenstein, she was a woman. Harriet Tubman, she was said to be the Moses for African Americans at the time. Amelia Earhart. So here's a little funny fact. They say one of her last stops before she completely disappeared was in Taiping, Malaysia, where Black Rhino Ranger's mom grew up. She was on a quick pit stop, and then suddenly she just disappeared over the Pacific, never to be seen again. Do you think Trigger Happy and Chained, I saw it at Massacre was actually his brother does bad things happy? Nah, that was just Trigger Happy. There was some things he just wasn't proud of. Yeah, don't worry, they're props. They're just props, fellas. It's just fake names and customized markings, that's all. Or were they actually for reals? I don't know. Yeah. So anyways, that's it for the cruise. So afterwards, I asked Black Rhino Ranger if he would like to have some lunch. There are three options for that. It's either a fancy restaurant, a fast food restaurant, or a food truck. So what's it going to be for the fast food? Which waiter do you want to serve, and which type of fancy food is it? Is it an Italian restaurant with spaghetti and meatballs or lasagna? Is it pardon me. Ping Pong, you know what? Yes, I am aware of that. It's just a prop. I think it's a prop. He's just playing homage to Leatherface, the one who actually did hold on to the chainsaw. The guy with the hockey mask used a machete and several other weapons, just not mainly a chainsaw. Yes, but yes, we got the waiter part, but what about the food? What type of food is he being served? Waiter! I used to kind of do that myself. Black Rhino Ranger had to pay the bills, though, and I kind of passed out a bit because I consumed so much. Oh, wrong one. Wait, somebody else? Oh, yeah, somebody else. It's because somebody else asked me for Jenny Wakeman, not Jenny Hart. And it wasn't you, it was somebody else. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes, do you ever have a bit of confusion when you have a character who's named this or named that, and you can have a bit of confusion? Well, it can happen in real life too. There's at least 2 people I know named Martin Jarvis. And there are actually 2 voice actors named David Kaye, believe it or not. The one who played a character in My Little Pony is a different type of David Kaye than the one we're familiar with. The David Kaye we're familiar with is the one who voiced Megatron from Beast Wars. The other David Kaye, here's a way to tell them apart: the middle names. The David Kaye we know is named David V. Kaye, and the one who played a part in My Little Pony, the road trip special, is David A. Kaye. All right, so what was she serving again, mate? Spaghetti, meatballs, and a salad. I hope we don't have to do that, oh, this is a night, it's a beautiful night, and I call it Bella Notte. Oh, no, 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 no. Black Rhino Ranger and Cool Croc are not those types of people. Oh, maybe for losing Amity, or Gabby and Ellie, or some two lover dogs, or some other couples. Just not me and Black Rhino Ranger. We're not that kind. We are allies, though. Okay, so that's now for the fast food restaurant. You can have yeah. I think what the type of restaurant we picked was is a chicken-like restaurant. See, here's a chicken with a chicken burger with fries in the burger. So, which type of employee do you want? Now, I'm just over here just deciding, like, kind of like that. Okay, the greasy food truck vendor. I'll take a look at that. So, remind me, where is Greasy from? Let me know in the comments where is Greasy from. My Plant Hydra OC. You mean Lil Hydra, the Skylanders University guy? I don't know. Oh, Greasy. Oh yeah, I remember from Roger Rabbit. Anyways, oh, he looks simple enough. And he's probably thinking, and I thought Baboon was a bit much to work with. Good thing they weren't serving a rib wedge, otherwise I would consume the entire thing. So, are you okay? I think I tasted the whibs of the almighty being. I'll have 2 number 9s. Actually, I think I need to reduce his thing a little bit. Now, one of my favorite things about I Am Weasel is that if I wanted cow and chicken with a bit more forms of intelligence, I just stick with I Am Weasel, because at least it can educate me on some things. Nice team. You thought I want to check it soon. Okay. The crocodile is thinking about the orders reminds me of Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. I can understand that too. At least I don't order pipsqueak patties. I like to order the big ones, the maybe adults or heck, I would even try for a monster patty. Hey, you know the one that SpongeBob couldn't flip and all that glitters, and had to take his spatula to the hospital, and he tried to get a le spatula, the spatula that had a mind of its own but refuses to cook Krabby Patties. Remember that, fellas? Well, you probably don't want to because it wasn't really a great episode. Inoffensive, except maybe to the French, but not the greatest. So here I am in a fast food restaurant. Now for that truck thing. So I hope this guy that you request me to draw is not going to serve poison. I could do an Insta post. Okay, I have no idea what that is. You mean an Instagram post? I'll... Alright. Wait, I don't think I did his nose right. Have you heard of David Lander? I heard about him. He was a voice actor for one of the Weasels, and he even had a role in SpongeBob as one of the sharks. It's sad to know that he did pass away. I don't think he was that old. Yeah, he's also Henry the Penguin. He reminds me of Smartass. Well, am I not allowed to say that? I thought in some areas he was nicknamed Smart Guy. And what is he serving? Let me ask you. What is he serving as a dish? It can be literally any dish. Hey, buddy. Question. Look at the question. Who's your favorite Toon Patrol Weasel? Stupid, I guess. Or maybe Crazy, the one that has that Ripper Lou-like attitude. I don't know. Somewhere between Stupid and that Crazy one. And the Crazy one shares the voice of Roger Rabbit, as well as Greasy. And funny enough, the smoking one, the Wheezy, he is voiced by June Foray, who you may know as the voice of Granny from Looney Tunes. A woman voicing a male character, a grown-up character. That's pretty rare. Oh well. Feeling kind of. What's this? It's not. No. It's a storybook I'm writing. It's a storybook. I thought about doing a little storybook and see if I can either self-publish it or ask some random company to publish it for me. Okay, can I see what the art? No. I'll show you it when I'm fully done with it. It may take a few days or something like that. Okay. I'm just gonna go somewhere. Hope he. The more we keep doing this, the more he might be a little bit suspicious. So, one day I might, after the eats, I'm wondering if he will spend some money on something. What should we go to? A retail store, a flea market, or just give some money to the poor? Here's the retail, the flea market, and give the money to the poor. Who's the employee? Here I am. Here is Black Rhino Ranger, and here I am carrying all the packages and stuff. But I might need some help from some employee. So who's the retail store employee? He looks simple enough. There we go, fellas. We got Tarclops. He's doing a bit of doing some retail something. And he was quite easy to draw. How the heck does he pick all those boxes without any hands? Oh well, next up is the flea market. Who's selling, does he sell fleas? In fact, remember that, remember that line from Snips and Snails? It's like, you're thinking what I'm thinking? Why is it called a flea market if they don't sell any fleas? Jeez. Sometimes, some things are not really literally. I mean, the black market doesn't literally sell, you know what, but it has a lot of things about it that are questionable. Anyways, pit boss selling in a flea market. It kind of reminds me of the time Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Blue Agar Cute Kazoo. I tried to buy a spitting cobra mongoose statue for $300. And everybody tries to get Eduardo to give him his $100 bill thing. Yeah, as you can see, flea markets aren't really my thing. But I'm sure Black Rhino Ranger can see some value in that. In fact, I did remember Black Rhino Ranger used to go to a couple of flea markets. They did sell a couple of Skylanders. So there's that. Okay, so you got somebody who's poor? Who's poor? Who is poor? Is it a real person who is poor? I mean, not real person. I mean, is a real character, a real poor character, or a character just pretending to be poor? You know, kind of like a bit of a sly fox and a crafty cat, who tries to con some wooden boy out of his pocket change. You know, the funny thing about this kid, he may be a little bit of he may be a bit of a perv at times, but he's actually got a very good heart, especially for his siblings. Kenny is best boy. At least I hope I don't say, oh my god, I hope time does not kill Kenny over here. This poor B-word. Alright, that's enough spending money. Let's spend some more money on dessert. Which type of dessert shall we go to? Should we go to an ice cream parlor, something Black Rhino Ranger used to do a lot as a kid? Or go to a bakery shop where we can just get ourselves some coffee and cake? Or take a trip to a candy factory where we might taste some samples? Me again. Question. Is South Park another favorite cartoon of 1997? You'll see. You will see once I do my commentaries. You maniacs! You killed him! Dead, darn you all to heck! Can we go to the fun side now? Okay, I must be off. Okay, so who's the ice cream clock, mates? Who's the ice cream clock? I hope he's not bored like the guy who had to serve this green elephant guy over which flavor is the brown one. Is it chocolate or is it mint? Which is the green one? Is it chocolate or is it mint? which is the brown one, which is the green one. Alright, oh, I've never really done a... Go... Oh, yeah. Oh, I know him. Where is my super suit? The other... You know, here's a fun fact, mate. I too can since my name is Cool Croc, I too can do a bit of manipulation with the water, with the ice. But it comes with a bit of a catch, though. Unlike Frozen, who can basically create an ice out of nowhere, same with Elsa from Frozen, I, on the other hand, cannot create ice out of nowhere. I need to find some water and touch it and transform it into an ice weapon of any kind. And I can shape it into a ice bazooka and shoot out snowy ice balls. Oops. If there's a humongous amount of snow, I can probably transform it into a tank, fully operational. But like I said, I'm unable to just conjure up a snow thing. I can only just work with whatever water is available. My saliva is only enough to make toothpicks or bullets. Sometimes I carry a water backpack in case I need to create an icy shotgun. There we go, fellas. We have Cool Croc with the ice cream. With the ice cream stuff. Just gonna make sure I remove that part. Now, who's the bakery? Who does the bakery? Now, with somebody like Yoshi, he might eat all the profits. What's her favorite Ninjago? I haven't watched it in a while, but maybe it's the red one, the red ninja, or maybe it's his sister. I'm not sure. Ah, this one's pretty cute. Oh, that's better. That's better. Excuse me for a minute. I just found a better candidate. I guess he's being demoted from being the prince of another planet. Or is that his part-time job? So he doesn't get unnoticed. Well, I'm more in love. Well, I'm more attracted to his sister, but I'm sure you guys kind of prefer the other version where he's nowhere to be seen, but the quote-unquote sister, instead of being in love with the pirates guy, she falls in love with some cat-like being or something. Your fabulous secret powers must be inside the cake. By the power of cake stove, he has... Wait. Here's an idea. By the power of cake stove, I have the flower! Sorry. I just had to say it. I'm trying to do a bit of a pun here. Instead of a He-Man, I think he's a sweet man. Yes, rest in peace, John Irwin, the original voice of He-Man. Yeah, I have heard about what happened. Yeah, may rest in peace. Let me shrink him a little bit. I think he's a little too big. The head. Yeah, I think about that size. Oops, that's not something alright. And I think I'll just, yeah. Oh, okay, so somebody said on March 30th, do a Sonic Hedgehog Chop Chop, my OC Rover cakes with 20 candles on it. What, is it your birthday or something? Okay. So, now let's give him in the proper attire, so to make sure he doesn't stain his lovely regular uniform. Yeah, just give him a little bit of muscle. And don't worry, fellas, these are not the final drawings. I'll probably do a better version of them in the final animation. So, there we go, fellas. This is not the full drawing, but this is me with He-Man as the baker. Okay, next up is the candy factory. So, let's see, who's either the security guard or the factory owner of the facility? Is he like a Willy Wonka type of guy, or is he just a security guard about to attack? Oh, I know him. No, that's not right. What was his name again? I don't know. I'm not sure if he's used. As a police officer, I think he has to learn how to take things a bit seriously. But from what I understand, he is a bit of a happy chap. And I heard some criminals in that show. They act a little something out of an anime where they try to catch this little yellow creature. Yeah, the criminals in that show, they act like these yellow creature kidnappers. I tap to touch you. This. You see, one more thing. Because I'm tasting the candy, I hope I get something else than the oompa loompa doopity doo song. I'm probably running the Augustus Gloop song, which was actually in the actual book. Yeah, didn't you know that? It's instead of the Oompa Loompa song, they sang Augustus Gloop, the Greek that greedy nincompoop. Don't jump into Chocolate River. Well, but it looks so good to swim in it. But it's best not to. I best respect my boundaries. Sure, I do have a bit of a few eating habits, but I'll try my dang hardest to make sure I don't do that. Starting after I finish this part. Yeah, is that a little something on his tie for some reason? And BR also includes Louise Belcher. Okay, I'll hopefully remember. So yeah, I think we've only got a few more spots left. So I asked Black Rhino Ranger if we could go on a wildlife trekking to see some nature and stuff. So I have like 3 options to go out in nature. We can go on a jungle trekking, or desert trekking, or snow trekking. For jungle trekking, ask me to insert any jungle animal that Black Rhino Ranger and I have encountered. Can be literally from any animal from any jungle, like from the jungles of India, the jungles of Malaysia, jungles of Africa, jungles of South America. Even the southern parts of North America have some jungle. Which one do you want is in the jungle? Okay. Yeah, one day I should ask Black Rhino Ranger if I should do a Jungle Book themed live stream, since he really does like the Jungle Book. And sure, you could argue that that Disney characters are a little bit not easy to draw, but I'm sure he can do something about it. The sister is my favorite character. What sister? You think? Do you know Wildcrats? Not really. I don't think I've seen it. I've heard about it, but never really had the time to watch it. Yeah, I'm always curious whether or not it's a good idea to try and retell the Jungle Book, but through the perspective of other continents. It's like, what if there was a Jungle Book that took place in Malaysia, or a Jungle Book that took place in South America, or a Jungle Book that took place in the Jurassic Age? I mean, the stories are in the public domain. You can remix them in any way you want. And in fact, most Jungle Book adaptations are often differently told. And there are very few super faithful ones, like Chuck Jones's take on Mowgli's brothers. It's perhaps the most faithful of that particular story, even though they left out the part where Shere Khan had a bad leg. There's a series where they tell fairy tales, but from a different country. Has anyone seen the Plankton film? I have. Much better than Sandy Cheeks movie. So much better than the Sandy Cheeks movie. I don't know what was going on with the Sandy Cheeks movie, but the Plankton movie was definitely a great step up from last time. If the Jungle Book is a public domain, it would be likely to be a horror like Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. Ah, yes, the horror film becomes when the character becomes a public domain. By the way, fellas, I heard the Bela Lugosi Dracula will be public domain sometime. I think in 2027 or 2029. I can't remember. But when that becomes public domain, it turned that into a horror film. A horror of a horror film. Just saying. Anyways, as for the desert animal, what's it gonna be? Oh, I don't remember. Is there such a thing? Yeah, here we are in the desert, and it seems we haven't had enough water, and doesn't seem to be any for miles. We could drink the cactus, but I heard some water boy got hallucinated, and a chameleon felt a bit of a fiery burn in his tummy. He breathed fire on a Gila monster. I wonder if he ever met Walter the Worm, which is another character created by Roger Hargreaves. There we go, fellas. We have Hiss. Even though there already is a character named Hiss. Sir Hiss. Alright, so let's go snow trekking. Is there a polar animal you would like me to draw? Like a snow rabbit, a snow leopard, a walrus, a polar bear, a mountain goat, an ibex. Dessert. What? I'm a crocodile. I could eat. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering why I'm acting like that, but Black Rhino Ranger is a little bit cold, is because, well, since I can manipulate ice powers, I feel like I'm in my natural environment, and with so much snow, I can build a fortress out of it. Although the funny thing about these penguins is that they they were raised in Antarctica, but when and they were born in Antarctica, but then they were taken in by a zoo. But when they came back to Antarctica, they're like, "Well, this sucks." Like maybe home doesn't feel like home anymore. And then they prefer something a bit more tropical and warm, like, now this is more like it. There's there's the penguin done for you. So I think that I've only got a few more spots left, and after our jungle trekking, we decided it's time to go back home, but we need a way of transportation. So I got like 3 different options: a limousine, a speedboat, or a small plane. Which one should it be, fellas? A limousine, a speedboat, or a small plane? It was originally supposed to be a biplane, but the extra detail on the wing caused a bit of some things to be unseen. So here's the taxi driver. Here, me and Black Rhino Ranger are on a limo, just having a great time of our lives. As long as a certain jet doesn't interfere. Okay. I think I remember him doing a. I think I remember him doing a limo at one point. It wasn't really his it wasn't really his idea at first. I think I remember seeing him try and do a limo. Maybe or maybe he did ride on one and that was about it. I don't know. Now let me just then do a little bit more with the. I forgot he doesn't have big ears. Yeah, apparently not a lot of characters in Bob's Burgers. In fact, how many characters in Bob's Burgers have either have no ears or very tiny ears? Yeah, that's it. That's how I remember him. He's behind the wheel. He's a bit small. Okay, I got another off-screen one, Squirtle and Cyndaquil. I'll get to that off-screen. Now, insert anybody driving the boat. Who's driving the boat? Is it somebody who's a sailor? Is it a sea creature? Or anybody on land who's trying to drive a boat for the first time? Wait, just a minute. I thought of something really, really funny. So I'm just let me just rub a little bit of this off and oh no, He can't. He's something's in his way. I think he's gone a bit out of control. Oh. I think he was gonna try to do the same thing I was doing, but something in the wind kind of blew his tongue off. Oh, and it's causing him to. It's causing his tongue to give him a face tongue, if you will. Oh dear. Yep, it's supposed to be. Let me help you with that. Yep, it is him, but his tongue kind of got in a bit of a way. Finally, who's on the biplane? Well, okay, it's actually not really a biplane. It's a tiny plane, actually. On the plane, it was driven by Stu from the Dumb Ways to Die. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I'm drawing him in the style of Jellystone, he reminds me of Cool Cat, one of the later Looney Tune characters, from an era of the golden age of Looney Tunes that wasn't very positively received, although the Cool Cat character did gain some cameos in later years, like, trying to remember. Like he was in Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. Yeah, I remember seeing him have a cameo in Sylvester and Tweety. And it's a shame that the actor who played him, he passed away not too long ago. It's about 2022. I heard he also used to be in a TV series called The Ghostbusters, and no relation to the Ghostbusters as in the ghosts and stuff. It's actually these three detectives, two humans and a gorilla, completely different from the one we're familiar with. It doesn't have Slimer. It doesn't have the Ecto Blaster thing. It's just these detectives with a gorilla named Tracy. I thought about let me just give this guy a bit of a helmet. Safety first. Did you know that Snagglepuss's voice was based on the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz? Okay, fellas, I think that's about done. So you're probably wondering, where's this all gonna stop? So, afterwards, this is how I'm gonna surprise Black Rhino Ranger. I'm gonna surprise him with the happy birthday thing, and I'm gonna present him this nice rhino cake. And don't worry, fellas, and here's another surprise. All your characters are invited. All the characters you requested in the live stream thingies, they're all invited to check on Black Rhino Ranger's birthday. And yeah, that's about it, fellas. That's it for the live stream. So yeah, I guess this is it. And Here's another thing I have to ask you first. We're not planning another live stream just yet, but after Black Rhino Ranger's birthday, I'm going to announce something extremely special. It's something that I can do. I've been helping to do for. It's something I thought needs to be said on what changes we might do for the channel, whether it's to do with live streams, to help with Black Rhino Ranger's monetization and stuff. It has something to do with the Super Thanksgiving a little bit. It's also something to do with Patreon, what might change with my animations, with Black Rhino Ranger's animations, or other things. And yes, the Tyrantrum will be done off screen, the skeleton thing. But aside from that, yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I have to say. Keep your eye out for what's going to happen on Black Rhino Ranger's birthday when we make that announcement. I hope you've enjoyed this video.